Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode with the Canning Nana. So, I want to get on the subject of food preservation, which is so important right now. Um, I'm going to be doing carrots, and I'm also going to be doing green beans. I am trying to do anything, can, preserve, freeze, anything that I can right now because the price of food is going up so quickly. It's just skyrocketing. So I have been dehydrating anything that I can, that herbs and things that I can make seasonings out of. Also, I have preserved some lemons by dehydrating them. I put those in some water and they are absolutely delicious. I have a Meyer lemon tree, and you just stick a dehydrated lemon inside a glass of water or a canister, and it just brightens your water so much. So you could do the same thing with cucumbers. Right now, like I said, I am dehydrating anything that I can get my hands on. I am also canning as I feel well enough to do it. I am canning anything that I possibly can. Meats, vegetables, anything I can get on sale right now is what I have been doing. So you guys saw me can the ground beef, and I got my jars ready right here. I'm going to be canning, like I said, the carrots, and then I've got just a small amount of green beans I'm going to be doing for another video really quickly. But it is so important. I just want to stress the importance of preserving whatever you can right now because of the price of food going up, the price of gas going up, which is going to increase our food. Please try to get a garden and do anything that you can to buy now at today's prices, and you'll save later on. So that's one of the benefits of the Thrive Life freeze-dried food. I have been stocking up like crazy on that, you guys. I'm going to show that in a different video. We've got a lot of food stored with the freeze-dried food already, and I know a lot of you guys are my customers, and you're doing the same thing. It's smart now. Buy at today's prices and just put it away, preserve it, use it as you need it. I do. I use some, and I put some away. And so today we are going to be doing carrots. So instead of getting the little 2 or 5 pound bag at the store, which is what I did actually, I have a 2.5, 3.5 pound bag of carrots. So I'm going to be doing a lot of carrots. And if you go into your store, if you have a big box grocer, sometimes you can get those big bags. I think they're 25 pound bags of carrots, and they're only $5, you guys. There is nothing wrong with those carrots. They are perfectly cannable. They sell them to be juiced. So the only difference with those carrots and these carrots, which I've already peeled and washed, are that sometimes they're seconds. So they're not pretty enough to be put into the little packages, or they're not, they're kind of bent or misshapen or something like that, but they are perfectly fine for canning. So to save money, go and get those big 25 pound bags for $5 and can carrots that way. And this way you're canning a lot of carrots. 25 pounds of carrots, that's enough for me and my husband for an entire year. Even if I put them in soups or stews or whatever, it should still be enough for pretty much a whole year. We don't go through a whole lot of carrots, but it is a good vegetable to have. And with the price of food going up, you want to can whatever you can. So whatever you're able to get. I will be going to farmer's market tomorrow and hopefully getting some beets because I would like to can some more beets. I do have some growing out in the garden, but like I said, I want to get as much as I possibly can. I'll have a garden video and what I'm going to be growing this year. It's going to be a lot, you guys. Okay, so to can carrots, you need carrots, and I'm only doing a little bit because I'm going to be doing this with my green beans. You need some jars, you need your lids, and you need your rings, and a pressure canner. So carrots are going to be canned for 25 minutes in a pressure canner. And all I'm going to do is cut these not too thinly, but I'll show you in just a second how much I cut them. I am not pre-cooking them. I'm doing a raw pack with boiling water. And I'm gonna see if I have some onion mix. I may add some onion mix to this, so let's find out what I do. Okay, so here are my cut carrots. As you can see, I really didn't make a whole lot, and that's because I have the green beans, as I said. So this is the thickness of them. They're really not too thick. They're probably about a quarter of an inch, I would say. Some are a little bit thicker, but about a quarter of an inch. So what I'm doing is I am heating my hot water with my kettle, which makes it so much easier, you guys. If you have one of these, use it. If you don't have one, I highly recommend getting one. Makes it so easy. Yeah, it's just so easy. So I looked for my onion mix, don't have any, but I have some more carrots I need to do. I'm doing this super quickly today because I'm not feeling great. I just have to get this done. My goal is to can a little bit every day and to take you guys along. So like I said, I'm going to be putting this into the jar, and I'm going to be using my hands. My hands are absolutely clean. So these are raw pack. Now you can blanch these for 5 minutes and then put them in a jar. So I like the way they come out not blanched. Wow, this, I guess maybe I have to cut some more. This is only going to make a couple pints. Okay, so my kettle's boiling. I like the way the carrots, the texture is not blanched. They do not come out mushy or anything. Like I said, they only are processing for 25 minutes, so it's really not that long at all. I guess I'm going to have to cut a little bit more. So you guys saw all those carrots, right? So that's only 2 jars, so it's going to fill maybe another jar, so I'm going to have to cut a little bit more. So I will be right back, and I'll show you how I add the water right here, and then we'll put them in the canner. Okay, so we have 3 jars, 3 pints of carrots. Water is boiling and it just turned off. Have my debubbler ready right here, and want to remind you guys that I do have these for sale. They are in my Etsy store, or you can buy them directly from me. In my Etsy store is Jack N. Diane Designs. It is in the link below, or just email me. They are $6 direct plus shipping, which is about $3.80. It depends on where it goes, but that's about what it is. So here we go. Carrots. So I'm not putting any seasoning in it. I'm not putting any salt or pepper or anything like that in here. We are just going to be pouring the water in. Oops. Okay. And then we're going to be debubbling. Okay. Now, like I said, I do have more carrots. I'm just going to show you guys these 3. Okay, so we are going to debubble these. Now, when you debubble raw pack, it's a little bit harder, so make sure that you really get in there and get all of the bubbles out. If you need to add more water, you can add more water. But you want to make sure that all those air bubbles are out. And go ahead and do that to all of your jars, and then make sure that you maintain 1 inch of headspace. Okay, I'm going to do that for the other 2 jars, and then I'll be back. Okay, so we have 1 inch of headspace, enough water in there. They look absolutely beautiful. So we are going to go along the rims. This is just a napkin with some vinegar on it. We're going to wipe the rims. Now the reason that we do this is to get rid of any debris that's on the rim, any oil, but also any finger oil. So if you touch your jars, your fingers actually secrete an oil, you guys. I know I've heard so many people saying, "Oh, I don't do that with the vinegar." They do it with water. Well, water is not going to get the oils off of your rims. And if you want no failures on your jars, or as little failures as you possibly can get, you definitely want to use vinegar. I have not had a seal failure canning a jar in years. I've had failures afterwards, years later in the cabinet, where they come unsealed, but I have never had, I don't even remember the last time I've had a lid failure at all. So you definitely want to wipe your jars. You definitely want to debubble. You want to put hot food, hot liquid in a hot canner. So these carrots were cold with hot liquid. So they are going into a hot canner. The same with these. So I'm going to be doing the same thing with the green beans because the green beans are also raw pack. Then you want to finger tighten your jars. Don't over tighten your jars. Part of the canning process is the air coming out of your jar so that all of the air is released and it is pressure canned. Okay, that's part of it. So don't over tighten your jars. I've had questions about that too, where people are saying, oh, just tighten them as tight as you can. No, just finger tighten them. Yes, you want them pretty tight so that they don't come off, but all that ring is there for is to hold the seal on so that it can be pressure canned. And it can be vacuum sealed inside by releasing all of the air when the processing is going on. So yeah, please just finger tight them. That will cause lid bulges. It will cause bottoming out of the jars, can cause jar breakage. You don't want to waste the food or your hard time that you've put in here with working hard with your food or gardening to get your food. The money you spend on jars and rings and lids, everything is expensive right now. So do everything correctly and as safely as possible so that you don't lose any of the food that you're canning. Okay, so let's go here and put them in the canner. Okay, so here is jar 1 going in the canner. And that water is pretty hot. Okay, so there's my first 3 jars in there. I'm going to get the rest of the food and put them in the canner. The carrots will process at 25 minutes. When you put the lid on, make sure that you vent your canner for 10 minutes, for a full 10 minutes to get all of the air out of your canner, and then put the lid, or put your weight on. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm just not feeling great today. Put your weight on after it vents. Then when it starts jiggling, that's when you want to set your timer. Not as soon as you put your weight on. As soon as that first jiggle, as soon as the first steam comes out, that's when you set your timer for 25 minutes. And then you want to let it complete the processing, and then I will show you what we do after that. Okay, so here we are, and the pressure is down. So you can see the little knob right here is all the way down. So I'm going to remove the weight. No more pressure. And what I like to do is just loosen this a little bit. Lift it a little bit away from you so that the steam goes away from you. And just leave it there. Just a little bit of air in there. Leave it there for about 5 minutes and let the jars acclimate to the temperature inside your house. This prevents siphoning, this prevents jar cracking, and it will save you a lot of time because you don't want to lose your food or your jars. Okay, so after 5 minutes, you want to lift, let me do it with my other hand. You want to lift your lid off. Here, I'm going to stop the camera and take this off. Okay, so there are our jars. And let's take the carrots out. This part of the video is going to be on both parts. So we are going to put this over here. And you can see that it's still bubbling. This still bubbling in there. And you leave it sit there for 5 minutes to prevent the drastic temperature change so that no siphoning occurs, because you can get siphoning even after the jars are done processing. So you want to be very, very careful. So let's take the rest of these jars out. Okay, you guys, so there you have it. I have 2 jars of green beans and 3 jars of carrots. So you guys know that I'm not feeling well when I don't do a full canner, because I always say to do a full canner, make sure you run a canner that's full, don't run it empty. And I only did 5 jars. That's, wow, that one popped. That's all I felt well enough to do. But at least I got that done, right? So we have our carrots and our green beans. And remember, for the green bean video, don't forget the word of the day. And that's on that part of the video. And for the carrots are going to be, the word of the day is going to be carrots. And also put the time for pressure canning the carrots, which is, how many minutes did I say? So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you like the video, and please share. It really helps the algorithm with YouTube push my videos out, and hope you like what you see here and are inspired to can and get a lot of food put up for the coming shortages or price increases, gas increases, to go get your food. And we'll be showing a lot more videos on how to grow your food coming up, and lots more preserving, you guys. I think it's very, very timely information right now with everything that's going on, and we can all use the help. So I will see you soon. Stay tuned, and please like this video. Don't forget to comment the word of the day on both the videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.